factory planned to build a car utterly new, yet worthy of a long history of fine engineering. Better than anything that had gone before, different from all the others. A car that would look ahead from 1958. But England can't provide all the testing grounds that modern car designers need. So they put their prototypes in an air freighter and headed them for the autobahns and rugged mountains of Europe. It's lucky these men are good drivers as well as good development engineers. See what I mean?
This is the Vauxhall Cresta PA, 1958. It's the oldest known one in the world. When the public first bought these cars, I think they thought they were film stars themselves. Big bloody Yanks and chewing gum, yang, yang. I don't particularly like the Yanks, but I like the cars. Lots of chrome, like a jukebox on wheels. Fins sticking up at the back, Batman. But some of the real unusual things about the car was the curved glass. It's a proper American idea. And the early one like this had 3 rear windows. About your knee every time you open the door. That was good, you never forgot that. That was good, that was. Especially if you'd had a couple of pints of beer, it sort of sobered you up a bit. You know, it was good, that one. And then, of course, the lovely big back seat, if you sort of picked up a girl, you was sort of all right there, you know, as well.
Surely this is a great day for any family. The finer the car, the sweeter the joy. And there are no sweeter lines in fine cars than this new Vauxhall Cresta shows. This is motoring in the modern shape, graced in the colors of tomorrow, set off in its distinctive style by bright work of chrome and stainless steel. This is the shape that is low, wide, and handsome.
Vauxhall have marketed themselves very contradictorily. If you take the 50s, where they produced these ice cream and candy floss pink cars, modelled on obviously GM in America, they then marketed them to the roast beef and Yorkshire pudding and the pipe smoking brigade. And unlike most other family cars, they included large numbers of people in their advertising, and the people are ultra respectable. So you get grey-haired businessmen, golf clubs, sitting inside bright pink Cadillac-styled PA Vauxhalls. You get respectable ladies with white gloves loading luggage and shopping into the back of early Victors. And there is no reference to the exciting styling, no reference to the transcontinental elements of the style at all in the brochures. They were almost perhaps ashamed of their styling and trying to pretend that you could still be very traditionally British and buy these extravagant and exuberant cars.
Here's finger light control. Here's boldness in the details that count for so much. Here's a safe car with the unequal vision of a panoramic screen. Easy to park with full-width rear vision. Satisfying in its interior appointments, especially in my lady's critical esteem.
Everybody loved these cars, but the rust, tin worm, what we call it, but rust, I suppose, terrible. Especially the back wings used to nearly fall off, used to flap along the road. The petrol filler, another thing, there's a little drain, water drain there, and they used to block up, and then the water used to fill up the petrol tank. So, you know, when you was ready to go, you couldn't bloody go nowhere. I like Vauxhalls because they're different. You know, everybody wring their heads off when you drive past. Nothing like it today on the road. The modern plastic rubbish don't appeal to me at all. This is the ultimate machine.
In the late 50s, Vauxhall launched the Series 1 Victor, which is this car. It's a scaled-down version of a 57 Chevy, really. They were quite popular. They sold 400,000 nearly, and half of them cars went for export to, I think, 83 countries.
I think that this Vauxhall Cresta and the Victor done very well for Vauxhalls till they started falling to pieces. I went downhill then rapidly. The scrapyards liked them. They were full of them, stacked up out everywhere. Hundreds of them. There was more in the scrapyards than there was in the factories.